many of us looking forward to Christmas dinner with all the trimmings. How would you feel if women around the dinner table at the restaurant where you're having your Christmas dinner were offered a portion 25% smaller than the men?
It's coming to a restaurant near you, because it's exactly what the head of a government obesity programme is recommending. He says that women and shorter men need fewer calories. That's just a simple fact. So what do you think? Would smaller portions help tackle the obesity crisis? But what do you think about it being specifically targeted at women? We asked you what you thought.
Absolutely ridiculous. I think people pay for the food and they can either get a doggy bag and take it home or do what they want with it.
People should be educated to know what's healthy and what's not, and then make their own choices.
I think it should be equal. It should be equal.
People should just need to be less greedy, maybe.
Actually, if I'm hungry, I'm going to get the biggest size, and that's what I deserve.
I would put it down to the individual to judge their own portion sizes.
I don't think UK government has a clue about how to improve people's health.
Well, it didn't get much support there, did it? I think it's a rather good suggestion, and so does nutritionist Dr. Sarah Schenker, who says it will make a difference to our chronic obesity problem. But radio presenter Danielle Broadbent thinks it is sexist to offer women smaller portions. Everyone eats a different amount, regardless of their gender or size. So, Danielle, why not offer smaller portions?
Well, I mean, let's be real about it. I don't have a problem with offering smaller portions, but to everybody. I don't believe there's one size that fits all in general, and I certainly don't think there's one size that fits all.
So you support
for a woman's plate? No, I don't support
different portions for different people.
Well, I think on most menus now, in most places you go, there's a light bite option if you want it, and under every meal there's maybe a calorie intake. So people know what they're consuming, people know what they're eating, but I think that the light bites option, it shouldn't just say women's section. It should be for everybody.
He's specifically directing it at women, at 25% smaller portions, simply because, on average, for example, you need 2,000 calories a day. I need 2,500 calories a day because I'm a bloke. And he's simply basing it on that. And he's saying, therefore, it's reasonable to target women specifically.
No, I disagree, because I feel that, say, for example, everyone's made up differently. I think a calorie intake looks at muscle mass, it looks at the activity and lifestyle of a person, it looks at their height, it looks at their age, their mental health, their well-being. And I think that to say, you know, a lady that's maybe 6 foot tall and a really strong, you know, gym goer who needs calories compared to someone like me, she will need a lot more calories.
She's
than
an outlier,
No,
she's an outlier.
No, but I think
nutritionists
are going to be outliers all over the place. So
yeah, but that's still a women's section. She's still a woman.
It doesn't have to be, you know, pink plates and pink writing and this is for women. It's a choice. And I just think it's a fabulous idea to have a choice, to be able to have a smaller amount of food, because there's this compulsion with people that they feel they need to finish what they're eating even when they're full.
But in that men and women. That's men and women, though.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But particularly, it's going to be worse for women because the portion size is the same, so they're going to end up eating more than they need.
So let me just tell you what Professor Naveed Sattar, who is the person behind this, he's Professor of Cardiometabolic Medicine at the University of Glasgow, and he's chair of the government's Obesity Healthcare Goals programme. We propose food outlets offer at least 2 portion sizes for common single-portion ready-to-eat products, differing by around 25%, the average difference in energy requirements between men and women, and then priced fairly.
Yes, priced fairly is very important.
Yeah. Have we lost sight of the fact that there are groups of people, women, who need fewer calories?
Yes, I mean, I think we have.
The more it's explained, I think I go out to a restaurant and if I go out with Richard for dinner, lovely, by the way, and my birthday is coming up, then having exactly the same amount of food seems a bit crackers.
It does. And you often see it, you know, when people get together, they settle down together, they get all cosy and comfortable with each other. Women often start to put on weight because they are eating the same amount as their new partner.
But can you not see the psychological tensions that would arise? I just see a couple are there at the restaurant, and either the waiter or the man, the partner, boyfriend, husband, says, "Do you want the smaller portion?"
Yeah, it would have to be done sensitively, and there will be a bit of, you know, eye rolling and puffing and puffing.
Especially if she's feeling hungry.
Yes,
and she's been for a run that day.
Yes,
and he hasn't. He's been slobbed out in front of the TV.
No,
she might say,
exactly
"No,
right.
I think you should have the smaller portion, darling, and I'll have the big one.
But it's all about the choice. And if the choice is there, you know, obesity is costing the NHS 6 billion, in excess of 6 billion.
But that's men and women who are obese. Yeah. Men and women are obese, and I think that the choice needs to be both of them. And this is just
every little help.
I think it's
coin a phrase.
Really putting women into a corner.
Danielle.
Putting women into a corner to be at a restaurant and think, oh well, I better go for smaller size because that's what socially is expected of me. When actually, I've been waiting for this meal all day. I'm looking forward to it. I'm starving. Give me the big plate. That's what I want. That's what I'm paying for. It's my choice. It's my body. And I just don't think that having a women's section on a menu or anything like that is...
Would you feel insulted?
Good for people. Yeah, I would.
Would you feel insulted if the waiter said to you, and the smaller portion for madam?
Would.
Yeah, you'd say to him, what are you suggesting?
I don't think as well that just because it's a smaller portion, you're generally doing yourself any favours, because that could just be, rather than getting a double cheeseburger, a single one. You're still going to eat rubbish if you want to eat rubbish. People just need educating. They need to know how many calories they're taking. They need to have a choice of a smaller option or a larger option. And as adults, make the decision themselves.
But I think they do know this. I think they do know this, and they're not able to change their behaviour. So it's not nanny state. It's helping people to have a choice and helping them to change their behaviour. So lots and lots of little things like having more choice and calories on menus and even health warnings on chocolate bars, all those ideas have been floated past and people just dismiss them. If we started to do more and more of that type of thing, I think it would chip away at the
We
problem.
asked you, is it sexist to offer women smaller portions? Surprise, surprise, 61% of you said yes. I mean, it is literally sexist,
well,
isn't
it? Yeah.
Because it's offering women smaller portions. But is it sensible? And if you need fewer calories, is it sensible to offer people who need fewer calories smaller portions? Maybe the answer would be different. Certainly your answer would be different. Thank you both very much indeed.
I think if it's introduced, the next debate we'll be having will be the rising divorce rate.